Hey everyone, thanks for watching my previous video. If you haven't yet, please go back and watch it. It would mean so much to me. But for this video, today we are going to take a look at the RICOH TF-900. But before we do that, I want to thank you for the 3 new subscribers that I got. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate everyone who watched it and who clicked like. So this camera is actually a family camera. My parents bought it back in the 90s. We used it for family photos and all those good stuff back in the days. So as you can see, it's a pretty big camera. It's definitely not too pocketable compared to like something like the Olympus Mu 2 or the Olympus Mu line of cameras. But that is because this camera has 2 lenses inside. It has a 35 and a 70mm lens, and it switches in between them, but nothing in between, so it's either 35 or 70. So when I first found this camera at home, my first impressions was that it's a cool camera. It has 2 focal lengths, 35 and 70. Personally, I don't really like a zooming camera because I'm lazy. I just really want a wide and a tele lens, so this was perfect. So I was very excited to take this out and have a shoot. So let's take a look at the footage I shot that day and the photos I shot as well, and let's come back and recap. So this is Causeway Bay, so where all the big shops are at, the Apple store and whatnot. The weather recently was overcast almost every day, so I used the Ultramax 400 to get a higher speed. I'll explain what happened here afterwards. So you see here the things that are wrapping around the building. I think you can only see it in Hong Kong or Asian, like Chinese countries. They're actually doing construction. Anyways, overall the photos were sharp. Focus was hit or miss, really. So that's it. Yep, no more photos. You saw a blurry photo back there. Actually a lot of photos of this roll turned out that way. I'll show some here. I was so confused. I'm like, did the guys at the lab mess up, or is the camera broken? But then I had like 3 or 4 photos that I showed you that worked, and all the others did not work. So I thought. Then I found out, oh yeah, it must be the lens, because most of the shots I took were with the 70mm lens, and all the shots with the wider 35, those work. And then I got so disappointed because the most exciting thing I felt about this camera was the 7mm lens. I really like tele photography, and I thought this would be the perfect camera because I had 35, it was wide enough for everything, and then there's a 70. But then for some reason the 70 lens had this blur on it, and it's just like that. But that's the whole thing with film photography. You don't know what you're gonna get, and even though the pictures turned out blurry, it's an experience. It's something that you don't get from digital photography. Well, sometimes you miss focus in digital photography, but it's a whole journey, whether getting the pictures correctly or not. So enough of me blabbing about the camera not working. If you're able to get a working one, I think it's a great camera. Being able to shoot 35 and 70 like without zooming, I mean, it's just so much quicker with a click of a button. I think it's a great camera, and I do want to find one that works so I can enjoy it like it's made to be.